Remember, fans, to log on to fanspointofview.com, the website where you can find out more about your favorite professional athletes. And remember, fans, you can also order your favorite sports memorabilia all on fanspointofview.com.
Kick 44 and their guy kicked.
Good evening, fans, live from West Torrance High School in Torrance, California. Welcome to Mustang Football 2004. Good evening, fans. I'm Chris Lee alongside with, as always, Jeremy Sadowski, and we are here to bring you exciting high school football action as your Maricosta Mustangs take on the West Torrance Warriors. Of course, it's a chilly November night. November brings out a lot of things, including cold weather, lots of warm, yummy turkey, and, as always, exciting Bay League action as the Bay League Championship is winding down with your Mustangs right on top with a chance to make things happen. Exciting news in the Bay League Championship hunt coming from the Redondo Peninsula game. Jeremy, do we have an early out-of-town scoreboard on that game?
Yeah, Chris, tonight's out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by fanspointofview.com. And over in Peninsula, as you know, that Peninsula doesn't have any lights, so they play all their games during the day. There is a final, and that is Peninsula has defeated Redondo 35-33, bringing Peninsula's Bay League record to 3-0-1, with the one tie coming against your Maricosta Mustangs, and Redondo's record is now 3-1 in league. So with a win tonight, the Mustangs would move into a first-place tie with Peninsula, setting up a chance at a fifth straight Bay League championship next week at the Seahawk Bowl in Redondo.
Now, of course, on the Mustang injury front, one of the players the Mustangs were counting on defensively this year has been hurt for the majority of the season, but is back tonight's contest. Jeremy, who is that player, and can we expect him to have an impact on tonight's contest on the defensive front?
Yeah, Chris, that player is number 51, who is now number 19, and that is, of course, Lucas Noble. And Lucas is going to be playing primarily on the defensive line and should help shore up that defensive front for the Mustangs.
Of course, in recent weeks, we have seen the Mustangs' balanced offense shift primarily stronger to the running game. Of course, with big yardage and a knack for the end zone with Britton Ehrman, it's easy to understand why, but it'll be interesting to see if the Mustangs do shift back towards more of a balanced attack, as they do have some major weapons on the offensive side in big tight end Ian Wandler, and of course their famed wide receiver Kevin Kelly.
Go Mustangs!
As the Mustangs take the field. Mustangs, of course, amped for tonight's contest, as it does have huge Bay League implications.
Chris, and West Torrance is known for their quarterback play. As you're well aware of, when we played West, they had a quarterback that made it to the NFL, and that was John Walsh, and one that is now the quarterback's coach of the University of Southern California, and that's Steve Sarkisian.
As the Mustangs open up, Britton Ehrman with a nice return. Britton got about 34 yards on the return. It's going to bring up first down and 10 Mustangs. Let's see what the Mustangs come out with on the opening play of tonight's contest. We got sweep right, and it's Ehrman breaking free. Britton Ehrman marching all the way down. He's going to get into the end zone. Mustangs take the opening possession, and on the opening play of the game, march all the way down with the touchdown. Mustangs 6, West Torrance nothing.
Okay, so we got to see a great block by the sophomore sensation, Alex Pravasco, leading the way, along with some great blocking as we've seen all season long from the Mustang offensive line, led by, of course, number 65, J.D. Kasul.
And Joe Houston set down for the point after attempt, and he's perfect as always. That makes the score of this contest now 7-0. Your Mustangs lead with only 17 seconds off the clock to open this contest. All right, Mustangs, Joe Houston set up now for the kickoff. And there's the kick. It's short and taken on the bounce at about the 10. And immediately met and hit was West Torrance's return man. Nice job by the Mustangs to jump all over that play. West only got about 4 yards. Harris Towski involved on that tackle. Only got about 4 yards on the return. First down and 10 now West on their opening possession. Handoff goes up the middle. That looked like that was Stephen Watkins on the carry. Got about 6 yards. It's going to bring up second down and, I'll call it second down and 3. West Torrance now on second down. Handoff again to Watkins, but this time he is met immediately by the Mustangs defensive group. In fact, looked like Lucas Noble was involved early in this game, involved on that play, one of the spearheaders to knock the Warriors back 1 yard. Third down and 3 now. West Torrance on the pass. Looking left and throwing left and completing left is Philip Hans. Complete out to the, looked like about the 35, 40-yard line. That was number 81, big tight end, Colton Hunter with the reception. Colton just ran a simple out pattern, and Hans hit him beautifully. First down and 10, Warriors. Hans sends man in motion. Drops back and hands off to his running back. Again running hard is Watkins. Watkins with a couple nice spin moves. Finally brought down in the backfield of the Mustangs by number 9, Eric Esparza. But after first down yardage, first and 10 now for the Warriors. Of course, the Warriors without their regular starting quarterback, Matt Rockamore. Matt is injured for tonight's contest. Philip Hans is starting in his place, and there's motion on the offense. One of the linemen for the Warriors moved early. That's going to cost them 5 yards. First down and 15. The Warriors now on the first down and 15 play. Watkins in motion. Snap goes to Hans, and it's a QB keeper. He is running and working his way forward, but the ball pops out. Looks like Trevor Coppels recovered. In fact, he has. Turnover West. Takeover on Dan's Mustangs. Jeremy, what happened on that play?
Well, Chris, first of all, West got lucky by getting that high snap by the quarterback. The quarterback shows some great hands right here as he's able to pull that one down. And then guess who comes in for a big hit? And that is, of course, the senior, number 31, Britt Nertman, as he forces the fumble. And then Trevor Coppels right there to pick it up. Turnover, Mustang ball, first down and 10. And on first down and 10, quarterback Esparza, under center.
And again, it's sweep right. This last time worked for a touchdown. This time only works for about 1 yard as running back Britton Ehrman is knocked out of bounds after the 1 yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs. And it's Ehrman again, this time straight up the middle. Got about 4 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 this time. Of course, as I mentioned, the Mustangs have been primarily running the ball. Let's see if on 3rd and 5 they do go to the air. They have some weapons out there. And in fact, they do go for the air, and it's Bruce Robinson. Bruce makes a nice move and finally gets knocked down after about a 19-yard gain. Great job by Bruce Robinson. He looked like Allen Iverson out there with the quick crossover step. Burned past the Warrior defender and got about an extra 7 yards. Great creative footwork by Bruce Robinson on that play. 1st down and 10 Mustangs. Of course, Mustangs have gotten great receiving play this year from Bruce Robinson, Ian Wadler, and of course Kevin Kelly. So let's see if they finally utilize it. Looks like they're going to. He's going for the corner. He's got it. It's Kevin Kelly. Knocked out of bounds finally at about the, I'll call it the 8-yard line. Big play from the Mustangs passing game. Jeremy, what happened?
Yeah, Chris, it appears that the Mustangs are going back to their well-balanced offensive attack as we have seen a good mix-up of run and pass so far early on in this game.
A great play action fake by quarterback Eric Esparza. That's the advantage of having such a great running game, is if you use the play action, it can really help open up that passing attack. Esparza now under center, hands off to Britton Ehrman, who fights his way forward, gets close to the end zone. It's going to bring up 2nd down and goal from the 6. And here's a handoff to Ehrman again, and it looks like he got in. In fact, he did. Touchdown, Mustangs. Britton Ehrman with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the evening. Gets in for the score, add another 6 to the scoreboard for the Mustangs. Joe Houston now set up for the point after attempt. Kick is up, high, deep, and good. Make that 7 as the Mustangs lead this contest 14-0 early in the first quarter. Great job by the Mustangs on the ground and now in the air as the balance is starting to come back. Mustangs lead 14-0 over the West Warriors. West Torrance now on the return. That's actually quarterback Philip Hans on the return. That's something you don't see often at all. You rarely see a starting quarterback as one of your return men on a special teams unit. But that just goes to show the athletic ability that Hans possesses. He is definitely a rushing threat in the backfield for the Warriors. Mustangs will have to be aware of that as the game progresses. We got a draw play now for the Warriors. Works for only about 1 yard. Nice job by the Mustangs defensive group to read that play well. That looked like number 44, Steven Renato, involved on that play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 now for the Warriors. Quarterback Hans in shotgun formation. There's the snap. He's looking middle. He's under pressure. He releases middle, and it's complete. Again, he has this big tight end who works his way forward. Finally brought down after a nice 23-yard gain. That was again Colton Hunter with the reception. Only 6'1", but 6'1" and 200 pounds. That's a big load to try to bring down. West Torrance has gotten some yardage from their offense, but of course, last possession came up with a big turnover, giving the Mustangs back the ball. Looks like there may have been too many men in motion. In fact, West calls a timeout instead. Mustangs will take the breather as they try to figure out the West offense. West so far is moving the ball, so the Mustangs are going to have to really step up and become much more aggressive on the defensive side. Looks like it's medieval times night over here in West Torrance. Watkins in motion. Quarterback Hans in shotgun. Takes a snap, and it's the QB keeper. Expect to see that play a lot. As he works his way forward, he's still going. Finally tackled. Britton Ehrman involved in the tackle on that play, but not until after a 17-yard rushing gain by Hans. Hans is definitely showing his athletic ability. Even on the play he fumbled on, he had a good 20-plus yard gain before the fumble. Now he goes to the air and looks like it falls just incomplete. He had his man open, but couldn't come up with the catch. And there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. And it's the holding penalty against the Warriors. Mustangs will take that break as that ball marches back 10 yards. Repeat first down. First and 20 now for the Warriors. Hans under center. Steps back and hands off to Watkins, who is met immediately. Great job, Justin Reese involved in that play, as well as Lucas Noble, who is definitely a welcome addition back to the defensive front group of the Mustangs. Both guys combined for the tackle. Second down now and long for the Warriors. Mustangs lead this contest 14-0 here in the first quarter. West quarterback Hans now. Drops straight back, looks deep left, and oh my gosh, what an amazing play. Almost intercepted and off the hands of Kevin Kelly. Bounces to the West receiver, who picks it up and gets the first down. But West gets away with the lucky play as Kevin Kelly had that pass read beautifully, but instead bounces into the receiver's hands. First down now for the Warriors. Brian Jackson on the carry gets about 3 yards on the play. It's going to be a second down now for the Warriors. Hans under center. West with the offensive shift. Hans going for the corner of the end zone and has a man there for the touchdown. Flag comes in. I'm going to assume that's going to be against the defense. Touchdown Warriors, assuming it stands. And it was pass interference against the Mustangs. Obviously that penalty is declined. Touchdown Warriors.
Number 23, come upon the snapper, Matt Serpent.
Number 22, Tommy Thompson, set up now for the point after attempt. Ball snapped. The kick is up. It's down the middle. It's good. That score now is 14-7 with the Mustangs with the lead. West Torrance gets on the scoreboard here in the first quarter. Mustangs now will prepare to receive the ball and hope to get some of that momentum back. The kick is high and taken by Britton Ehrman. Britton trying to follow his blockers right up the middle, does, and finally lunges forward. Good return by the Mustangs. Good push by that middle blocking unit, the wedge they call it. First down and 10 Mustangs. And Mustangs on the option play, hand off to the first back through. And that looks like that's Alex Probosco with a big carry. Alex has done a great job at the fullback position. First down and 10, Mustang. Esparza now on the play action fake. Rolls right, throws right, completes right. And again, that's Probosco now receiving out of the backfield. Alex with 2 great plays and 2 Mustang first downs.
Yeah, Chris, a great play by Alex Probosco getting the first down there and moving the chains.
Ball's up the 41-yard line. That is another.
Even the Mustang sidelines excited about that play, as Probosco was definitely come in and had a big impact on the Mustangs offense. Now it's a straight handoff, this time on the left power motion. That's Britt Nerman gets about 4 yards on the play. Good old I formation left, power left. And now we got a play action fake. Mustangs go to the air again. Esparza, almost intercepted. Was going for Kevin Kelly on the crossing pattern. But the ball was tipped by the Warriors defensive backfield. It's going to bring up now 3rd down and about 8 for the Mustangs.
3rd and 8. Back to pass.
Quarterback Esparza again on the play action. Looks left, throws left, and did he come up with the catch? Wow, somehow Probosco comes up with the catch.
Yeah, Chris, you know what I always say. There's nothing like a little Tabasco to spice up your food, and there's nothing like a little Probosco to spice up your offense, as we see Alex with an incredible catch. I don't know how he pulled that one in, but he did.
Well, great catch by Probosco. It's going to leave the Mustangs in an interesting situation now here on 4th down. Do they go for it, or do they let the field goal unit come out? It would be pretty long field goal. It would be about a 54-yard field goal attempt. So the Mustangs will go for it. Ball spotted at the 37. So instead, it's Esparza now on the pass on 4th down. He's looking right, and had Bruce Robinson, but Bruce was well covered by the backfield of the Warriors. Ball is knocked out of bounds, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Ball now to the Warriors. Mustangs lead this contest 14-7 here towards the end of the first quarter. And Hans hands off. That's Brian Jackson on the carry. And it looks like a personal foul against the Mustangs. That's going to end the first quarter.
Remember, fans, to log on to fanspointofview.com, the website where you can find out more about your favorite professional athletes. And remember, fans, you can also order your favorite sports memorabilia all on fanspointofview.com.
And welcome back to the second quarter. Your Mustangs lead this contest 14-7, but the West Warriors are marching on offense. High snap goes to Hans on the QB keeper. He gets some nice yardage. Finally brought down by Justin Reese and Steven Renato. Good run on the first play by West of the second half. First down and 10 Warriors. Defensive coordinator Ray Lee looking on, trying to figure out how to stop this West offense. Hans now on the play action draw. That was looked like that was Jackson up there on the carry. It was Brian Jackson with the carry. Only got about 1 yard on the play. That's going to bring up second down and about 9 for the Warriors.
Dusty in the backfield.
Quarterback Hans under center. Drops back, looks left, throws left. And the pass looked like it may have been tipped. Either way, falls incomplete. That's going to bring up third down and 9. Mustangs hoping to get a big third down play from their defense. As with West's last touchdown, West does have some momentum on their side. Quarterback Hans now under center on third down and 9. He's rolling left. He's looking to run. He's not looking to throw it all. The ball pops out. Looks like it may have bounced out of bounds. Still West possession. But either way, it happened on third down and long. That's going to bring up 4th and 9 now for the Warriors. Big play. Mustangs defense read it beautifully. Let's see what West does here. Going for it on 4th and 9. Hans on the straight drop back under pressure. The blitz is on and the Mustangs get to him. Nice job by the Mustangs. Turnover on downs, Mustang ball.
Yeah, Chris, we get to see number 19, Lucas Noble, make his presence felt here as he comes up with the sack, forcing the turnover on downs. Mustang ball.
Lucas already with now 1 sack and a couple big tackles, definitely being an impact player immediately for the Mustangs. Let's see if the offense can take that momentum back as Mustangs not able to get too much on the ground there. Britt Nerman on the carry, got only about half a yard. It's going to bring up second down and 9 for the Mustangs. Esparza hands off to Urban again on the right-hand side and finally brought down, but the ball pops out. And it's a fumble, and it's West Torrance ball. West gets the ball right back on the turnover.
Let's go, D.
West now first down and 10 with good field position, trailing this contest by a touchdown. Quarterback Hans in shotgun is looking to run. Makes a couple nice moves and finally brought down. Bruce Robinson involved in that play, as well as Stuart Stahovia. Looks like there may have been a penalty against the Warriors, though. That's going to march them back 5 yards. First down and 15 now. Big play for the Mustangs. Hans back to pass, looking left, throws left, and completes left. Amazing sideline grab out there by West Torrance's number 15, Kyle Leamy. Hans now on the handoff. Gains nothing on the play. Maybe about 1 yard at the most. That's going to bring up second down now. Hans getting ready to line up under center. Oh, fumbled the snap, but gets it back and releases. And oh! Ball is scrambled for and incomplete. Kevin Kelly did a great job to leave up there, get his hand on the ball and knock it away. But Corrigio Bell almost was able to come up with the reception, lying on his back. Good job, though, by Kevin Kelly to not give up on the play and continue to bat the ball down until it fell incomplete. Third down play now under pressure again is West Torrance. They complete the ball. Looks like they got enough for the first down. In fact, it looks like they got to about the 6 yard line. big play by West in the air. Both huge passing plays have come with the Mustangs on the blitz. West Torrance now on the first down running play, runs straight up the middle. That was Watkins on the carry. Got about 2 yards on the play. That's going to bring up second down and goal. Ball spotted at the 2-yard line. Mustangs defense looking to tighten up on the goal line stance. Quarterback Hans in shotgun, takes a snap, and he slips. Great job, Steven Renato, on the quick inside move, able to get in the face of West's quarterback Hans, force him to try the cutback, was not able to cut back. Instead, he slipped. Huge play, third down now, and goal from the 10. Hans now under center, drops back, throws left, and throws incomplete. That's going to bring up fourth down now and goal from the 10 for the Warriors. West almost able to come up with that one. Instead, they're lining up for the field goal attempt. The kick is up, it's high enough, it's deep enough and straight. That's a field goal for the Warriors. That makes the score of this contest now 14-10, with your Mustangs still in the lead. Jeremy, so far the Mustangs defense has had problems figuring out West. What can they do to make adjustments to shut down the Warriors?
Well, Chris, I know that defensive coordinator Ray Lee will make any adjustments needed to shut down that offensive attack, because once he gets in at halftime, Coach Lee is known for his adjustments and his stifling second half defense.
On the squid kick by the Warriors, the ball is down by the Mustangs. Mustangs will take over now, first down and 10 here in the second quarter. And it's an opening run. Looked like it was the option play with the ball going to the first man through. Alex Barbasco with the big carry, first and 10 Mustangs. This time it's Britton Ehrman on the carry. Gets about 6 on the carry. It's going to bring up second down and 4. And boy, so far tonight, you give the ball to Alex Barbasco, and he is going to get you a first down. 3 of his 4 touches have been for first down. That was quarterback Eric Esparza on the QB keeper. It's going to bring up third down and about 4 as he was stopped immediately. Let's see what the Mustangs do on third down here in the second quarter, leading this contest 14-10. Esparza on the sweep left, and it's Urban with a big break-free run. Under pressure, Britton able to use his speed, powered and leaped his way forward for about a 14-yard gain, first down and 10 Mustangs. Quarterback Esparza under center, drops back, fakes a handoff, looks right, throws right, and just over the head of Kevin Kelly, who was at about the 25-yard line looking to hit the corner of the sidelines, but the ball was just overthrown. Second down and 10 now. Ball is stopped, flag on the play. And it's a procedure, illegal motion penalty against the Mustangs. Mustangs, who actually have done a pretty good job this year avoiding a penalty, get called for one there. Now on the second down at 15 play, ball goes to Alex Barbasco on the straight fullback dive. Got about 5 on the play, third down and 10 now Mustangs. Triple receiver set to the right side of quarterback Esparza, who's looking that direction. And Bruce Robinson comes up with an amazing athletic catch. Jeremy, what happened on that play?
Yeah, Chris, we get to see Bruce Robinson leaping high and making a great catch and still holding on as he gets hit down. Great job by Bruce Robinson with great concentration.
Great concentration and great hops shown on that play as he had to go high to get that one. Quarterback Esparza now on the straight drop back, has a running back screen left, but met immediately was running back Britt Nerman. Roger Kim for the Warriors was not fooled by that play at all, stuck with them step by step, and came up with the tackle. Second down play now stopped via flag, and that's another motion penalty against the Mustangs. Very surprising, as the Mustangs really have done a great job all year long about avoiding the penalty. Now it's Esparza on the QB keeper, who gets a great gain. He may have got enough for the first down. Let's double check the spot. He's a little bit short. That's going to be a third down now for the Mustangs. Another delay of game penalty called against the Mustangs. That's going to march them back. Now all of a sudden, it's third down and long.
Yeah, Chris, I agree. That was a bad spot by the refs.
Okay, the Mustangs now on third and long. Quarterback Esparza in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking left. He's throwing left. And it's a fight for the ball. And West claims they came up with it. And they did. West Torrance's defensive back just took that ball away. In fact, that was quarterback Hans on the crab. Incredible athlete for the Warriors, comes up with the interception. First down and 10 now, Warriors. Hans on the handoff. That's Jackson on the carry. Stopped immediately. Mustangs take the timeout, trying to see if they can save at least some time here and try to get the ball back and see if they can do anything else before the end of this half. Definitely not one of the cleanest plays games for the Mustangs, as there's been penalties and turnovers on the Mustang side of the ball, both of which have not been customary to this offense for the Mustangs. They've been able to avoid both turnovers and penalties for most of this season. The Warriors now with the ball on second down and 8. Hans under center, takes a snap, drops back, and decides to keep it himself, trying to turn that corner, and finally brought down. Great job by Bruce Robinson to catch up to Hans and get the tackle. Although all for naught, as we have a holding penalty against the Warriors. That's going to set them back another 5 yards. Mustangs timeout again.
It appears that the West Orange Band is getting ready for the halftime festivities.
Oh, shimmer me timbers. I thought they were the Warriors, not the Pirates.
Pirates, Warriors. It's all the same.
Hans now under center. And there's a handoff to running back Jackson, who's finally brought down. Mustangs Trevor Koppel quickly calling for the timeout. Mustangs trying to do everything they can to get that ball back. Only 1 minute and 5 seconds remain here in the first half. West now on the big third down play. Handoff goes to the left-hand side, and he's met immediately. That's the break the Mustangs were looking for. Bruce Robinson again coming up with another big tackle. Fourth down now, and West will have to punt. Mustangs will not have much time on the board, but may have enough time, if anything, to try to get into Joe Houston field goal range. And there's another flag thrown in the far backfield. That one may be a clock violation. Let's see. And in fact, it was a delay of game penalty against the Warriors. That should definitely help the Mustangs' field position, as West punter is standing in his own end zone. And it's a short punt that bounces and takes a Mustang bounce. Mustangs will be able to get the ball in decent position here. If they can get 1 or 2 seconds on the clock, that may be enough time to get something going on here, as Mustangs are going straight to the field goal. Joe Houston, who has been clutch all season. The kick is high enough, it's definitely deep enough, and it's good! Joe Houston with a big field goal as the clock runs out on the first half. That makes this score now 17-10. Your Mustangs with a 7-point lead.
Yeah, Chris, Joe Houston is known for his last-second field goals, as you're well aware of. He won the South Torrance game on a last-second field goal, as he puts it through. Mr. Clutch, Mr. Perfect, another field goal for Joe Houston, and that will bring us to halftime.
And welcome back to exciting second half action, as your Mustangs currently lead this contest by the score of 17-10. Of course, we saw an exciting first half, marred on the Mustangs side by penalties and turnovers, but the Mustangs were still able to take the 17-10 lead to halftime, thanks in large part to Britt Nerman, who has continued to find the end zone with 2 rushing touchdowns in the first half, as well as a late last second, as the clock ran out, field goal by Joe Houston, which gave the Mustangs that 17-point lead, with 17 points on the board with the 7-point lead. But West Torrance was able to move the ball on offense. Let's see what adjustments Ray Lee and the defensive side of the Mustangs football team make here in the second half. West Torrance now on the return and tackled immediately. Britt Nerman coming up with a great tackle on the special teams. It's going to bring up now first down and 10 West, as West will take their opening possession here in the second half. Quarterback Hans, hands off. It looked like that was Watkins on the carry. Stopped after about a 5-yard gain. The offensive line got a good push on that play. That's going to bring up now second down and about 5 for the Warriors. Quarterback Hans has been a very dangerous weapon for West as he's a great athlete at quarterback.
Push him back. Out of way.
This time he hands off to Watkins again. Trevor Koppel involved in that tackle, as well as Stuart Stahoviak. Stahoviak has been a great member of the Mustangs defensive unit this season. This time Hans on the pass, complete to Kyle Leamy. Just shy of the first down marker though. Great job by Kevin Kelly to make sure he stopped Kyle Leamy's forward momentum before he crossed the first down marker. Fourth down punting situation now for the Warriors. There's the snap and almost blocked. Very returnable kick. Britton Ehrman able to get to the outside but finally hit. Dropped just shy of midfield. Nice return by Britton Ehrman. Got about 8 on the return. It's giving up first down and 10 Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. First down, 10 Mustangs. Handoff goes to Ehrman on the right-hand side, who is able to cross midfield. Gets to the 49-yard line. If that is a 4-yard gain, that's going to be up now second down and 6 for the Mustangs. And penalty flag on the play. Again, another rare first half penalty, game penalty here for the Mustangs. Mustangs in the first half had 3 motion penalties, make that 4 now for the game. Typically a very clean penalty-free team. That has definitely been a factor in this contest. And the Mustangs now look at a second down and 12 situation. Quarterback Esparza looking for Bruce Robinson on the the left-hand sideline. Not able to find him. Pass is incomplete. Third down and 12 now. Esparza has had a very nice game. Bertman in motion. Esparza back to pass. Looks right, throws right, completes right, but stopped immediately for the Mustangs. Mustangs were in a triple receiver set. It looks like Kevin Kelly only caught about 1 yard on the play. That's giving up a fourth down and 12 punting situation for the Mustangs. Mustangs giving the ball right back to the Warriors. Quarterback Hans back to receive. And there's the kick, a good punt. And it results in a fair catch call by Hans. Ball spotted at the 25. It's going to bring up first down and 10 now for the Warriors. Hans under center on first down and 10. Hans drops back, looks up, throws up. The ball is tipped. And it falls into the hands of the wide receiver, Kevin Kelly, with good coverage on Kyle Leamy. Kyle's come up with some big catches for the Warriors in tonight's contest.
Chris, it appears some mutiny over on the West Torrance band.
As the Pirates have made their way over to the Mustang side. Meantime, on the field, that's Jackson with a gain of about 2 yards. West Torrance definitely very popular tonight with the pirate theme. Quarterback Hans under center. And in motion. Back to pass and completes. Again, that's Kyle Leamy. Leamy with a great game. Stretched out for that reception. That's going to bring up a first down and 10 situation for the Warriors. The Warriors' offense has definitely been potent tonight. Mustangs are going to need a big stop at some point in this game or a turnover to try to get some momentum back. Now it's a handoff to Watkins on the left-hand side, who works his way forward for about 4 yards. It's going to bring up second and 6. Now for West High. Hans under center. Double receiver set to the right-hand side, and it's a play-action play. He throws right, and it's intercepted. That looks like that's Britton Ehrman. He's going to go all the way. Britton with his 3rd touchdown of the contest, this time on the interception. That's the big play of the Mustangs defense we're looking for. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Chris, that's Britton Ehrman's 2nd big defensive play as he made the forced fumble in the first half, and there's an interception return for a touchdown. Great job by number 31, the senior, Britton Ehrman.
As we've been talking about all year long, Britton Ehrman definitely has a knack of finding the end zone. He is definitely proving that to be true tonight. His 3rd touchdown of the evening. Britton Ehrman makes this score now. If Joe Houston's point after attempt is good, which it is, the score of this contest is now 24-10. Your Mustangs lead this contest here in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs defense was definitely looking for a big play, and they found it right there with Britton Ehrman coming up with the interception. Joe Houston now on the squid kick. Fielded by one of the upmen, that's Jackson for West, who's brought down immediately by the Mustangs. Good job by the Mustangs coverage team to get there quickly. Bruce Robinson in the middle of that pile. First down and 10 now, Warriors. Warriors need to try to find a big play now just to try to get back into this contest. Looks like there's an injured player on the play. Even Tim Cooper, Mustangs trainer, out on that play. Meantime, the play itself was another interception by Britton Ehrman as you see him just about get into the end zone again. He dove for it, but just not able to get there. Britton Ehrman with his 2nd huge defensive play of the night. I'm sorry, 3rd huge of the night. 2nd consecutive big defensive play. Gets the Mustangs the ball at the 1-yard line. Britton already with 3 touchdowns, almost got in for his 4th. Meantime, we are still taking a look at the injured West player. Looks like it may be his knee. Seems to be the area where the focus. That's, of course, their quarterback, Philip Hans. Hans, of course, is starting tonight in place of the injured Matt Rockamore. So it'll be interesting to see what West does at the quarterback position. Meantime, the Mustangs, it's quarterback Eric Esparza, who was on the QB keeper, tried to make a spin move to get into the end zone. Was just short. Let's see what they do now on 2nd down and goal, and it's the same play.
Get your hands up.
And again, he's short. Of course, the QB keeper has worked all year long for the Mustangs. First with quarterback Seidensticker, who used his speed. Now with quarterback Esparza, who uses his size and strength. But the Mustangs so far now on 3rd and goal, and this time it's Ertman. And it looks like Britton got in. And in fact, he did. Touchdown Mustangs. Britton Ertman now with his 4th touchdown of the evening. Mustangs clearly with the game in control at this stage. This Britton with 3 touchdowns rushing and 1 on the interception. And on Joe Houston's point after attempt, there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. Looks like we're going to be re-kicking this one. Of course, on Britton Ertman's interception, he almost got in the end zone on the interception, the second interception of the second half. Was not able to get in, but he got in on the offense on 3rd down and goal. Point after attempt now good. That makes the score of this contest 31-10. Your Mustangs lead. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. This game is well in hand of the Mustangs. Jeremy, what have you thought about tonight's performance by Britton Ertman?
Nice, Joe.
Chris, he has had an incredible performance, both offensively, starting off with a long touchdown, and then now these 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, 1 to the 1-yard line, and then he also had that forced fumble in the first half.
West Torrance now hands off to Watkins. On the first down play, gets about 1 yard. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Warriors.
Come on, guys.
And Mustangs on the blitz.
Holding. Holding.
And the ball falls incomplete. Stuart Sahoviak on the blitz. Looks like there is a penalty on the play. Let's see what the call is. Looks like it's against the Mustangs. That's going to bring up a 1st down and 10 situation. Yet another penalty against the Mustangs tonight.
Roughing the passer from a ball against their post.
Roughing the passer is the call. West Torrance takes the free 1st down and 10 here in the 3rd quarter. And there's the handoff to Watkins. Eric Esparza involved in the tackle, as well as Steven Ronaldo. Just shy of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 2nd down now for the Warriors. This time it's Jackson on the carry. Gets only about 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for West. The 3rd down situation now for the Warriors. It's the handoff to Watkins, who was thrown in the backfield. Justin Reese involved on that play, as well as Eric Esparza. The two combined for the huge defensive stop on 3rd down. Now it's 4th down and 4 for the Warriors.
Back in punt formation for the Warriors.
Warriors forced to punt here on 4th down. Mustangs lead this contest 31-10 here in the 3rd quarter.
What's the fake?
Back to receive the punt for Mariposa.
Let's see if the Mustangs set up for return or to go after the punt block attempt. West is set on 4th down. There's the snap. And the punt is short and out of bounds. Good luck for the Mustangs, as the kick was well short. only netted about 15 yards. Mustangs will definitely take advantage of that. Take it over now, first down and 10. Quebec Esparza hands off to Britton Ehrman on the right-hand side, and Britton cuts up field. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. And it's holding against the Mustangs. Bring that 8-yard gain back. That's going to bring up first down now and long for the Mustangs. Repeat of first down. And looks like there's more flags on the play. This time it's procedure, illegal motion against the Mustangs. Penalties once again hurting this Mustang team. I suppose if you're going to have a bad streak of penalties, get it all done in one game. As the Mustangs go conservative now on first down and about 25. Instead, the handoff to Alex Babosco gets about 2 yards. It's going to bring up second down and really, really long for the Mustangs. And that brings us to the end of the third. We'll be right back for the fourth and final quarter.
Remember, fans, to log on to fanspointofview.com, the website where you can find out more about your favorite professional athletes. And remember, fans, you can also order your favorite sports memorabilia all on fanspointofview.com.
And welcome back to the final quarter of action. Your Mustangs lead this contest 31-10 with the ball and a chance to cap this game off. Is at this point they're really just looking to run out the clock. Don't expect the Mustangs to go to the air much at all at this point. As after a few more penalties, Mustangs now in a third down and 12 situation. And then, oh, we got the handoff, but slipping almost as soon as he got the ball was running back Britton Ehrman. Britton has had a spectacular game for the Mustangs. That fourth down situation is not the only four that's important in tonight's contest. Also represents the number of touchdowns Britton Ehrman has scored. 3 rushing and 1 on an interception return. Britton, as always, leading the Mustangs to hopefully victory.
Or to the Pirates' treasure.
Quarterback Hans back out there. Good to see him back on the field. He did look pretty well shaken up after that last interception by Britton Ehrman, but Hans came out on the next drive, didn't really run at all, was basically just handing the ball off, but he's back out there again, so let's see if he gets a little bit more active in the pocket now on second down and 12. He's dropping straight back, looks middle, throws middle, and the ball is incomplete. Nice job out there by the Mustangs defense. Good coverage. Of course, led by Nick Churkow. Nick with great coverage all season long for the Mustangs, forcing a third down and 9 situation for the Warriors. Hans under center, drops straight back, looks left, throws left, and has a man out there. Good coverage. Britton Ehrman on the coverage. Looks like a flag was thrown, though. The ball was caught, and it looks like there's going to be a pass interference call against Britton Ehrman. Not too sure about that call. That one was kind of questionable, but the refs gave it to West. West now on 1st and 10. Quarterback Hans and shotgun trying to get the QB keeper working, but nowhere to go. As looked like J.D. Kasui as well as Justin Reese and quarterback slash linebacker Eric Esparza all involved on that play. Worked for nothing. 2nd down now and 10 for the Warriors. Hans now looking left. He's under pressure. He throws left and somehow completes the ball along the sidelines. Again, great coverage by Britton Ehrman, but somehow West able to come up with the reception. Atkins now on the 1st down play. Watkins on the 1st down play gets about 5. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Warriors. Hans back to pass. Looks right, completes right, and touchdown Warriors. That's Colton Hunter with another big reception. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. And it is against the Warriors.
Yeah, Chris, it appears that they're going to tag the Warriors for an excessive celebration. It's a 15-yard penalty. Which reminds me, Chris, as far as excessive celebration, your fantasy football team is doing quite well last few weeks. Matter of fact, Drew Brees got you 5 touchdowns last week. Sort of reminds me of AC Santani's record-setting 5 touchdown performance for the Mustangs. Do you think he'll be able to follow it up with a 4 touchdown performance like AC did?
We'll know next week. I got a good feeling about it, though. It's a shaky New Orleans defense. And that penalty, that excessive celebration, hurt West as it really turned into almost more of a field goal attempt than a point after attempt. Either way, it was no good. West does not get the extra point. They're going to have to settle for the 6. That makes the score of this contest now 31-16 here in the 4th and final quarter. And West now with the kickoff. And on the bounce, it's fumbled, bumbled, and then recovered by Britt Merman, who ends up getting a nice return. Gets to the 45-yard line. Great job by Britt Merman, really showing off his speed. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Esparza on the handoff. Hands off to Ertman, who spins his way and is dropped after a 1-yard gain. That's giving up 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs. As you see the clock continue to wind down in favor of the Mustangs, leading this contest 31-16. Ertman this time with the big hole up the middle, and he is finding the way to the end zone again. Touchdown Mustangs.
We get to see another great job by that Mustang offensive line led by center J.D. Kasui as Britton Ertman goes right up the middle, untouched. Another touchdown for the senior running back, senior DB. That, of course, is Britton Ertman.
And with the successful point after attempt, that makes the score of this contest now 38-16. Mustangs firmly in control. The more I see Britton Ertman run, the more and more he reminds me of James Franks. Of course, a great running back for the Mustangs in the early part of the 90s, 1990 season specifically. Put in a lot of points on the board for the Mustangs. Britt Nerman doing very much the same as now with 5 touchdowns, 4 rushing and 1 on the interception return for a touchdown in tonight's contest.
And at quarterback for the Warriors, Dudley and Jackson.
I think we wore the other one out.
Handoff now goes to Watkins. West Torrance on the first down play. Watkins able to get nice yardage on the play, close to the first down marker, just shy of it in fact. Second down and 1. And oh, Watkins lifted off the ground, an amazing hit. Steven Hernado involved on that play. Boy, what a hit, Jeremy. What'd you think of that one?
Yeah, Chris, that hit reminded me of Ryan Stonebreaker. Bone-crushing hits, baby. That's what defense is all about when you play for the Mustangs.
That was almost Craig Weems level. And the pass falls incomplete, but guess what? Another flag on the play. Pass interference against the Mustangs. Not really sure what's going on with all the penalties tonight. Luckily, their offense thinks that Britt Nerman has been powered enough that it hasn't become a major factor in the game. Now as you even hear the fans mocking the officials. Obviously the Mustang sideline not happy with the collection of interference calls that have gone against the Mustangs tonight. As West sidelines is out of energy. And meantime, the offense still does have some energy left in it. Pass complete out there. Hans completes the pass to Xavier Coleman. To bring it 4th and short. It's a handoff, and I don't think he got it.
No, sir.
Let's double check the spot, but from up here, he looked like he fell short. It was Watkins on the carry. And he did fall short. Turnover on downs. Mustangs now first down and 10. At this stage, looking to run the clock out. Stuart Stahoviak with the carry. As we get a glimpse on the sidelines of Lucas Noble. Lucas, who had a big game for the Mustangs defensively tonight. Had 1 sack, as well as got his self-involved in quite a few other key tackles, especially early in that first half, really helped to set the pace for the Mustangs. And it's a QB keeper that goes for only about a yard. Quarterback Esparza on the keeper. Creates a 4th down punting situation for the Mustangs.
Oh, shit.
And great job by Joe Houston to grab the high snap and get a good punt off. As well as a nice adjustment by the coverage team for the Mustangs to react to the sideline-to-sideline kick by Joe Houston. West now on 1st and 10, and there's a big sack. Guess what? Guess who I was just mentioning? That's Lucas Noble with the sack, his 2nd of the evening.
Yeah, Chris, great pass rush by number 19, Lucas Noble, as he has really made his presence felt tonight. And boys, whoever's going to be washing his jersey has their work cut out for him.
And that time it was Watkins again. getting involved in that play. That's going to bring up new third down now for the Warriors. Justin Reese anchoring the middle of the defensive line for the Mustangs. And oh, we got another sack. Technically, that one may end up as a tackle with a half-yard gain, but it looked like that was J.D. Kasuli out there on that play. But J.D. was watching from the sideline, cheering on that play, as the Mustangs defense definitely with this game well in control, forcing a punting situation for the Warriors. And it's Ertman back to return. Bruton with another nice return. Safely dances out of bounds. Mustangs will take over first down and 10. Ball just beyond midfield. And for the first time this season, that's Trevor Koppel now in at quarterback for the Mustangs. Handing off to Stahoviak. Stewart with the carry right up the middle, got about 3 yards on the game. It's going to bring up second down and about 7. And that's going to do it, fans. That's the end of this contest. Your Mustangs win 38-16, beating the West Torrance Warriors. Jeremy, now that this game is official, what are the current Bay League standings?
Well, Chris, right now, up to date, the Bay League standings are as followed. With that win, Maricosta moves into a first-place tie with Peninsula with records of 3-0-1, and Redondo is now in third place with a record of 3-1, followed by the rest of the pack. Now, this sets up next week's game with Redondo. Now, if Maricosta wins, Maricosta can have a share of the title if Peninsula wins, or they could be alone up top if Peninsula loses, or if Peninsula loses and Maricosta loses, Redondo could be on top. So this Bay League championship race is wide open.
So thanks to 5 touchdowns by Britton Ehrman and a field goal by kicker Joe Houston, the Mustangs put 38 on the board tonight, coming away with the victory. Thanks for tuning in, fans. Stay tuned and come back next week for an exciting action against Redondo for the Bay League Championship. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.